Hi guys, welcome. Keto for real life people here, and today we're gonna do a jelly tutorial. And so you guys can swap out any berry you like, okay? So if you want blackberry, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, whatever you want to do, this is really easy. So over medium heat, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your berries in the pan, and then you're gonna add a half a cup of water. So we're just gonna let this come up, and we're gonna let the berries start cooking a little bit, and we're gonna add the sweetener. I have 4 tablespoons of the Pyure sweetener here. And just put that right over the top. And you can just give it a little stir. Where did my Mark Zuckerberg paddle go? Because I'm telling you what. So I'm going to put you down here so that you can see what this looks like in the pan. Hopefully, if anything, whoop, I will bring you closer because it's not that hard. So we've got 16 ounces of blackberries. You've got a half a cup of water, and I'm just letting those come up to a simmer. And as you can see here, guys, I've got a masher, okay? Because I do want to crush these berries just a bit and just smash them a little bit just to help release some juice and flavor. We are going to be straining them, okay? And oh my gosh, you guys, this is such delicious jelly. I cannot understand why I haven't made it. Probably because I just love to eat it so much. But this jelly recipe, you guys, whether it's the strawberry, the blackberry, the blueberry, you can use this jelly to make other things. I used it to make fat bombs. So as you can see, here we go. I've got these mashing. Oh, and here comes the hearts. I can see and hear you. Yay! That's awesome. So I'm just going to let those cook down for a minute. Yay! We are in business. We are in business. And over here, these are simmering. Let me flip you around here. So I'm letting these simmer down. They've got a sweetness to them. I bet I'm going to give it a little taste, okay? Just a little taste. Okay, so that's nice and sweet. When I first did this recipe, I tried like 2 tablespoons, and I'm like, jelly is sweet, guys. Let's just face it, it's sweet. But you're not going to be using a whole, you know, like a cup of this at a time, unless you were using it to make ice cream. That's what I use this for too. Or unless you were using it to make syrup, which you could pour on your pancakes. Or you can make my blackberry lemon fluff fat bombs with them. And you can make cheesecake with it. And you can even make your own natural gelatin with this, okay? So, there's so many possibilities with jelly. You just wouldn't believe it. Now, I'm going to move y'all over here, and I'm going to see if you can see in my tight little kitchen what the next stage is. All right? I'm going to try to tilt you down here so that you can see what I'm doing with that. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I've got this measuring cup, and I have got a sieve or strainer, however you want to call it. And at this point, I can strain these berries and smash them through with a spoon. I have my little stick blender, okay? And I'm thinking that I want to try to give this a little blend, just a little blend for my own personal thing, because I'm going to eat it. Oh. And I'm going to get this so that I'm just going to, okay, that's about all I'm going to give it. It's hot. All right. So here we go. I'm going to flip you around, okay? And I'm going to pour this through the strainer, and it's thick. It's thick enough that it sits in the strainer, so be careful so you don't over pour, because I surely don't want anybody to burn themselves or get hot. And you just kind of work it through with your spoon. I don't know if y'all can see that really well, because I show people's comments and stuff going over the top of it. So we're not done with the stove yet. So I'm going to set this down over here. I should have got a trivet. But you just want to work this through here, okay? You just want to use the back of your spoon through your strainer. That way you're not getting all the seeds. The first time I made this, guys, oh, I had seeds in my teeth. I was crunching seeds, but it was so darn good. I was like, I'm not throwing this one away. I just have to tweak it and get rid of these seeds somehow. Because there was a lot of seeds. But I figured, hey, why not munch the seeds? They probably have good nutritional value, right? That's what I told myself. Now see, this is what it's like. It's just seed and skin pretty much. Because now we've got all the berry goodness. We've got all the berry goodness in there. And I'm just gonna set that in the sink out of the way. And I'm gonna show you how much liquid we have left. And then I'm gonna move you. Y'all, follow me. I probably just put a seed back in there. Whoops. So back, here we go. On the stove. I'm just gonna set that down. Click this back on. At this point, we're gonna add the lemon juice, which it's 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. The fresh really does make a difference, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it makes such a difference. And now I'm gonna pull out a wire whip because I wanna incorporate that flavor. I wanna taste it. I will tell you, that lemon juice makes it pop, let me tell you. It makes it pop so wonderfully. Oh my God. Cheesecake. I could see making a keto cheesecake and just making a blackberry sauce to go over the top of it, or a sundae sauce. I'm getting an ice cream maker this week, and I cannot wait. It's one I've been coveting from my mother's house, and it's coming my way, and I am going to be playing with ice cream. This is going to be some good stuff. I can make some blackberry keto deliciousness. It's about lasting. It'll last for weeks. It's like a refrigerator jelly in the sense if you just put it in your jar, put your lid on. Mine still pop down, but mine lasts at least 3 weeks in there. But you could go ahead and can this. If you wanted to get your bath out and get your jars down in some boiling and rings and lids and not your lids, but get your rings and your jars down in some boiling water, you could definitely do that. You could lift them out with tongs. You could pour this inside of it to the rim and put them lids back on, screw them down, and pop them back in for however long it takes for the little thing to do its magic. So definitely doable. But as you guys can see, when I have the best intentions, things get kind of sideways and crazy in my house. I need to put the gelatin in, and I like to bloom it first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Keurig out here, and I'm just going to hit some hot water because I'm only going to need like 2 tablespoons, but I want it to be hot. So I like using the Keurig. And this is so easy peasy. While I wait for this to kind of come back up, it's starting to simmer a little bit. I'm getting a couple bubbles. Now, I've got in here 1 packet of the unflavored gelatin. It's the Great Value brand from Walmart. This is simmering away nicely. I've got my little whisk. I'm actually going to get my tiny whisk. Well, my small whisk. And I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons. It doesn't even matter if it's a little extra. It just depends. And give it a good stir because I want it to dissolve. You know how gelatin is. You want to make sure that you dissolve the gelatin in hot water completely before you add it to anything. You don't want lumps or bumps, and you don't want to have weird clumps. You want it to be consistent. The hot water from the Keurig is plenty hot enough to do this. Of course, I'm just going to have to stir for a minute. Now it's getting air bubbles in it. So I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to take the gelatin, and I'm just going to pour it into this jelly. And see what it's going to do, it's going to give it that jiggle without it being like Jell-O. It's not going to be like Jell-O. And it's going to have that taste and texture of jelly. That's it, guys. These are my little jars that I've got, okay? I got these at Walmart. Aren't they cute? You know, that Walmart is the only store we have in town besides Berkshire's. So these are these little ball 8-ounce wide mouth jars, and I thought they were cute. You could pour this all into one 16-ounce jar if you like, or you could pour, like I'm doing, into the little 8-ounce jar, half pints, because it turns out just right. And I won't be using, you know, 16 ounces all at once. Or I could give one away. It's that easy. So there you go. I've poured them into the jars. Got my little rings or my lids. I'm going to put them on. And, you know, I just want you to see, they go right to the line. Perfectly. This makes a perfect pint of jelly. Every time I've done it, it's been a perfect pint. And these will snap down on their own. They will. But again, it won't last long enough in my house. Even my kids, my husband, everybody likes it. You know how it is. They love your keto food, but they don't want to do keto. There you go. 2 pints. All you got to do now is stick them in the fridge and let them cool down, and that gelatin will allow everything to set. The lemon elevates the berries. It really does. It lifts it up, gives it that pop of fresh, and kind of cuts that sweet down to just the right blend. And that's all you do, guys. Now, I wish I had some made already, but unfortunately, I have not been doing squat. Now I have some made. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Guys, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, get you some.